Ash and Pikachu have traveled to the Paldea region to discover what it truly means to be a Pokemon master. After capturing a Nimble and beginning his treasure hunt, we now explore what if Ash battled Katy in my Scarlet and Violet anime series.
Won't give up until we find something to treasure.
Episode 13. On the way to Cortundo, Ash and Nemona do some intense training. Remembering their encounter with the explorers, Liko and Roy want to get stronger, and ask for training as well. Ash helps Roy's Fuecoco master Ember, advising Roy to believe in his partner. Inspired by this, Roy starts to sing to Fuecoco, boosting its morale and helping it properly learn Ember. Nemona, on the other hand, trains Liko's Sprigatito to improve its speed, leading to Sprigatito to learn acrobatics. Liko and Roy decide to test their skills in a Tera Raid, so Ash and Nemona join them to find the Tera Crystal, leaving Arven, Penny, and Dot to prepare lunch. The group finds a 3-star Tera Crystal, with a Tera Water Paldean Wooper. Ash and Nemona take a supportive role, while Liko and Roy do most of the battling. Wooper uses Mud Shot, followed by Poison Tail to do damage, but Sprigatito counters with acrobatics. Roy and Fuecoco follow up with Ember, burning Wooper. After Wooper's boosted Water Pulse, Liko decides to Terastalize Sprigatito, who uses a powerful Leafage to defeat Wooper, allowing Liko to catch it. Ash and Nemona are proud of Liko and Roy's progress. The episode ends with Nemona celebrating by challenging them to a battle right away, not giving them a chance to rest. Episode 14. While the others are battling, Arven continues to make lunch, with Penny and Dot assisting with the preparations. Realizing they're near the Grand Olive Orchard, Arven wants to make some olive oil, so he leaves Penny and Dot to go find some olives. At the orchard, there's commotion as wild Pokemon are fleeing from a tremor, leading to a terrified Smoliv to bump into Arven. The culprit is a Rock Tera Diglett who's disturbing the habitat, so Arven decides to protect the Smoliv. Diglett uses Dig, but Arven commands Quaxly to dodge and use Water Gun. Diglett then uses Bulldoze, slowing down Quaxly, but it remains tough and follows with Wing Attack, but it's not very effective. Diglett then traps it with Rock Tomb and prepares to finish it off with Dig. At the last second though, Arven commands Low Kick, weakening Diglett, and then Quaxly uses Water Gun to fend it off. Smoliv is grateful to Arven, and Arven is happy to have helped. He then collects the olives he needs and returns to the group. Arven works hard to make the olive oil, and eventually Ash and the others return hungry. Arven then adds the olive oil to the sandwiches, which everyone loves. Suddenly, the Smoliv that Arven saved returns, attracted by the scent of the olive oil. It seems to have taken a liking to Arven and his food, so Arven decides to catch it. Episode 15. The gang arrives in Cortundo, just in time for the Olive Harvest Festival. Ash and Roy are eager to face Katy, and after some advice from Nemona, they decide Roy should challenge her first, so Ash can observe her battling style. Before the battle, Arven suggests visiting Katy's patisserie Soapberry. They enjoy the bakery's famous pastries, and unexpectedly reunite with Jessalyn and Jamie, who are working there part-time. There seems to be some tension between them and Ash, but they eventually calm down once Katy arrives. She recognizes Ash as the new gym inspector, and Roy as her challenger for the Terastal assessment. Katy's excited to battle them both, but needs to finish festival preparations first. Arven volunteers the group to help, however, leading to a fun baking montage. Their teamwork pleases Katy, and she eventually has the time to accept Roy's challenge. The Terastal assessment is a one-on-one battle where trainers must use Terastalization for the entire match. Katy sends out Tarantula, and Roy sends out Fuecoco. They immediately Terastalize their Pokemon. Roy chants his song, encouraging Fuecoco to use Ember, but Tarantula dodges and counters with Headbutt, causing Fuecoco to flinch. Katy then tries to slow Fuecoco with String Shot, but Fuecoco's Clear Amulet protects it. Taking advantage of Katy's surprise, Roy commands Ember, dealing super effective damage. Roy is proud to be able to use his first treasure in battle. Katy retaliates with Skitter Smack, and then quickly makes Tarantula flee, dodging Fuecoco's Ember. It then uses Circle Throw. Roy grows impatient and starts spamming Embers, while Tarantula uses String Shot to swing and dodge. With Roy getting upset, Ash reminds him to trust his partner. Calmed by Ash's words, Roy starts to chant to Fuecoco once again. And then he commands Fuecoco to use Bite, bringing down Tarantula. Katy orders another Skitter Smack, but Roy has Fuecoco use Ember from behind. Both moves hit, leaving Fuecoco and Tarantula exhausted. They then go for a final tackle and headbutt collision, knocking both Pokemon out. The battle is a draw. Roy is disappointed that he couldn't win. However, Katy praises him for demonstrating a strong bond with Fuecoco and passes him on his basic test. Everyone celebrates Roy's achievement, and next up, Ash prepares to face Katy. Episode 16. Before the battle, Ash is reunited with Geeta, who's here to explain how gym inspections work. She says the goal is to test the gym leader's full strength to see if they can provide a challenge to trainers for the champion assessment. She then gives Ash his official inspector badge and wishes him luck. At the gym, Ash uses his badge to properly challenge Katy. Her rules are a 3-on-3. However, Ash only has 2 usable Pokemon. This worries his friends, but Ash has been eager for a challenge. The battle starts with Pikachu versus Spidops, the evolution of Tarantula. Pikachu uses Iron Tail, but Spidops defends with Silk Trap, covering Pikachu in threads. Ash then commands Thunderbolt, but Pikachu is too slow, and Spidops hits it with Skitter Smack. Ash recalls Pikachu and sends out Nimble. Katy is surprised, but Ash advises her not to underestimate them. Nimble uses Bug Buzz as a diversion, and while Spidops blocks it, Nimble lends Double Kick. Spidops counters with Aerial Ace, causing heavy damage. Nimble retaliates with Tackle, but gets caught in Silk Trap. Katy then orders another Aerial Ace, almost defeating Nimble, but it activates its Swarm ability and uses a powerful Bug Buzz to break free. Ash then terastalizes Nimble and commands it to use a boosted Double Kick to counter Aerial Ace. The battle is close, but in the end, Spidops is defeated. Katy's impressed with Nimble's strength and endurance, and Ash gives credit to Nemona for being such an intense training partner. Katy then sends out Vespiquen. Ash switches back to Pikachu and commands Thunderbolt, but Vespiquen uses Defend Order to weaken the blow. Pikachu then uses Iron Tail, while Vespiquen counters with Power Gem. With Pikachu pushed back, Vespiquen follows with Attack Order. Pikachu uses Thunderbolt, but Vespiquen dodges and continues to unleash Attack Order to disorient Pikachu, but Ash commands him to protect himself with Electro Web. Pikachu then charges through with Quick Attack, trapping Vespiquen in the Electro Web, and uses a point-blank Thunderbolt to defeat it. Katy's last Pokemon is Ursaring. Since it's a normal type, Ash switches back to his terrifying Nimble. Ash prepares to attack, but Katy terastalizes Ursaring into a Bug type, making it resist Double Kick. Ursaring then uses Scary Face to slow down Nimble. Ash commands Bug Buzz, but Ursaring outspeeds it with Play Rough, and despite Nimble's efforts, it faints. Ash is now down to Pikachu. Pikachu starts with Iron Tail, but Ursaring slows it down with Scary Face. Ash then commands Thunderbolt, but it's countered by High Horsepower. Pikachu tries Electro Web, but it's outsped by Play Rough. Pikachu breaks free with a paralyzing Thunderbolt, but this activates Ursaring's Guts ability. Katy then commands a powerful High Horsepower, knocking Pikachu down. Ash and Pikachu refuse to give up, however, unleashing Pikachu's power-up. Katy is in shock, while Ash explains that this is their partner power. Ursaring uses High Horsepower, while Ash commands Pikachu to use Quick Attack, which turns into Zippy Zap. Ash is surprised to see them move again, but realizes this might be due to their partner power. Ursaring retaliates with High Horsepower, and Pikachu responds with Iron Tail. Both Pokemon are pushed back, but Pikachu quickly follows with Zippy Zap. Ash then tells Pikachu to finish with Pika-Pa-Pow. Ursaring outspeeds him, landing a powerful Bug Terra Blast. However, Pikachu withstands it and defeats Ursaring with Pika-Pa-Pow. Katy congratulates Ash, who compliments her on her skills. The episode ends with Ash's friends, especially Nemona, praising him for the win, and Geeta being impressed with Ash and Pikachu's progress. Episode 17. The gang is enjoying the Olive Harvest Festival, and Liko suggests making a Needlething video about it. Dot is hesitant, but the group encourages her. Once in costume, however, Dot becomes much more confident, while Liko gets nervous around her. Needlething decides to feature everyone's partner Pokemon for better viewership, and the group agrees to lend their Pokemon, except for Penny, who's reluctant. Dot knows that Penny has a rare Eevee, but respects her decision. Throughout the day, Needlething films the festival with everyone's Pokemon, attracting the attention of Jesse and James, who now plan to steal them. The group fight back, but James's Pincurchin uses self-destruct, scattering everyone and their Pokemon. The Pokemon stick together, however Meowth is also with them, but agrees to behave after seeing Sprigatito. We then get a wacky montage of the Pokemon's journey. Pikachu and Quaxly struggle for leadership, Meowth flirts with Sprigatito, Rowlet protects the shy Cyndaquil, and Fuecoco causes trouble by stealing food, causing the group to get chased. They eventually end up at the western shore of Paldea, where Pikachu is recognized by the pod of Finizen who once saved him. They offer to help by giving them a ride along the river that reaches Cortundo, where they reunite with their trainers. Ash thanks Finizen for helping him again, and after they leave, Team Rocket returns, but Geeta and Katy help easily defeat them. Dot records this and includes it in her video, which ends up performing well, and she thanks the group for letting her use their Pokemon. The next day, before leaving Cortundo, the group faces a choice: search for the Titan or tackle the nearby starbase. Ash decides they should split up, as he doesn't want to get everyone involved with his Team Star trouble. Arvin agrees, as this allows him to prioritize the Herba Mystica. The group go their separate ways for now, but promise to reunite soon. Dot stays behind, however, wanting to support Ash and Penny because of how much they support her.